If you live or are thinking about moving to DC, Maryland, or Virginia, this really matters to you. The feds are talking about cutting rates. The NBA and the NHL have plans to leave DC, and new townhomes are coming to Glendale, Maryland. This is your Thursday Market Update. This episode has been brought to you by the Doppel Group, where they are pioneering a new era in real estate by redefining the real estate experience. In short, they are making home buying and selling easy and accessible for all. But I don't need to tell you that. Just check out their 5-star reviews on Google and Zillow. Your home search starts at thedoppelgroup.com.
You're a first-time home buyer, and these are the issues you're running into. Let's talk about it. The 2023 National Home Data is out. Sales of previously occupied U.S. homes dropped to the worst levels in decades last year as elevated rates and rising homes made affordability tough. On a yearly basis, existing homes fell to 4 million, the lowest levels in 30 years, which is about a 19% drop from 2022. So what does this all mean? I want to focus on our group, the first-time home buyer. So let me talk about 3 issues you seem to be facing: tight inventory, climbing prices, and elevated mortgage rates. Historically, we're seeing about 42% of first-time home buyers purchasing, but last year we saw those numbers come down to around 30%. But the data is showing that interest rates are coming down, inventory is coming up. I want to hear from you. What is the toughest challenge for a first-time home buyer?
DC launches a task force to reimagine Chinatown. Following the surprising announcement last month regarding the possible departure of DC's NHL and NBA teams from Capital One Arena to Northern Virginia, the city initiated a campaign to rejuvenate the area in close proximity to the 26-year-old sports complex. For those of you who don't know where Chinatown is a historic area located on H and I Street between 5th and 8th Street Northwest. For locals, it was actually a place for us to hang out, enjoy dates. But since the pandemic, there's been a major decrease in foot traffic. So, on a Monday afternoon press conference held at Chinatown's own Shakespeare Theater, Mayor Muriel Bowser, with the Capital One hockey game posters looming behind her, she unveiled a new task force to reclaim a proposing strategy for the reimagining of the arena property and the adjacent blocks. Mayor Bowser says this is about how old uses become new spaces, and we've done it before, so we're going to do it again. The task force includes McLean and Ratner Salzburg, the developers between the 2 districts' fast-growing neighborhoods over the last decade, Union Market and The Yards. One of the committee members said, no matter what happens, we must invest in Gallery Place Chinatown so that it is one of the top cultural and entertainment districts in the nation, and it can and it will be. I want to hear from you. What do you think Gallery Place needs to be a better entertainment district? Comment below.
Let's talk about the feds and cutting interest rates. So you may ask, who is the Federal Reserve Bank? They have a dual mandate. One is to achieve maximum employment, and the second is to keep prices stable. It does this by controlling the money supply and raising or lowering interest rates when the economy is slowing or growing too fast. Everyone has been following the Federal Reserve for the past 2 years, wondering what the central bank would do next with interest rates. So the question is, when will the Feds cut interest rate? The inflation rate is right around 3%, close to the Fed's target rate of 2%, but interest rates remain high. Rate cuts are expected, but there's little consensus about exactly when they'll come. In real estate, what does this mean? The rate cut would actually translate to lower mortgage rates for home buyers and more incentives for owners to sell, therefore boosting the inventory on the market. The Fed is vague about when they'll cut interest rates. What we know is that they're going to cut about 3 times this year, likely at a quarter decrease, and probably the first cut will be by early summer. So I want to hear from you. When do you think the Feds will cut interest rates? Comment below.
And now a word from our sponsors, Benchmark Financial, and this is what is new in interest rates. Anacostia is getting a facelift with the Bridge District, coming to Ward 8. The Bridge District proudly advocates for clean energy, environmental responsibility, and commitment to a healthy living, positioned within sight of the U.S. Capitol. They are actively implementing a top-tiered solution to enhance the overall well-being of Ward 8, and honestly, make it look even better. Now, where is Ward 8? Ward 8 is Anacostia. The historic Anacostia neighborhood is the oldest in the ward, having been founded as Uniontown, one of the first suburbs in 1854. In the initial months of the upcoming year, the 8-acre project situated in Ward 8 sets to unveil the Douglas. This development, overseen by Redrick Development, will feature more than 750 rental units spread across 3 residential buildings, accompanied by a spacious Atlas Brew Works outpost. The community's next phase is projected to commence construction later in this year, aiming to introduce 635 residential units alongside accommodations for a short-term stay. In the foreseeable future, they're also talking about adding a landscape that will include the National Campus for Cyber Leadership, dedicated to advancing research and training in the field of cybersecurity. So, I want to hear from you. For those of you who live in Ward 8, is a cybersecurity training center beneficial to you? Comment below. I would love to hear from you. All right, guys, now my favorite segment, new listings, coming to the DMV. Now, last week we were at Brooklyn Grove, where I took you slightly over the border to Washington, D.C., but I'm going to take you all the way back across the border, and we're going to go to the old Glendale Golf Course, because they have reimagined it and turned it into a brand new community, calling it Fairway Estates. This community features large format single family homes and 2 models of townhomes. The single family homes are brought to you by K. Hovanian and DRB Homes, and the townhomes will be brought to you by none other than, wait for it, D.R. Horton. Now, I have a special announcement. Many of you are wondering, when are the townhomes going to become available? I've just seen the single family homes. Well, I am here to tell you that they are available now. So what are you going to do next? You're going to finish watching this episode. Then you're going to continue to binge watch our series, because I've done something for you. Yes, I did. I did another home tour. So just continue to watch this. And then right here on the bottom of the screen is going to be another episode that's going to take you completely immersive, augmented VR. Just kidding, I'm lying. Into the new D.R. Horton townhomes. You're welcome, and welcome to Fairway Estates.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching the Thursday Real Estate Market Updates.
Make sure that you check out our other show on Sundays, Love and Real Estate.
Guys, if you're looking to purchase in DC, Maryland, or Northern Virginia, or you're looking for an in-person tour at the Fairway Estates,
feel free to check out our reviews or shoot us an email at info@thedapogroup.com, or hit the contact link in the description below. See you next Thursday, guys.
Bye.